Hello, everyone. If you're here, if you can hear me, let me know somehow. Maybe hit the thumbs up button. I'm here. I'm going to be talking about how Google Discovery is replacing Google Search. So if you've got a few minutes while you're either driving home or sitting and having your last assignment out, I'm giving out some statistics on what's happening with SEO and why Google Discovery is now the thing for us to look out for, because it's generating a lot of leads for some folks out there that we're working on. And Google just did a major update. We have 1 more minute left, and I'm going to start this. So what is Google Discover? And I think we all know what SEO is, which used to stand for Search Engine Optimization, but it's now called Search Everywhere Optimization. Google Discover is the new update that Google put out last month and fine-tuned it this month, because if you think of Google search, which is SEO, you are typing in an inquiry, or your customers are putting in an inquiry, and then the inquiries are presented on AI now, and not the 10 blue links. However, Google Discover is the opposite effect. It detects patterns of what you are actually looking at, especially on YouTube, and then it curates the most interesting news articles to bring you on your feed. And then you're going to say to me, where do I find Google Discover? So on an Android, it's actually, if you got your home here, here, and if you slide this way, you'll start to see this Google Discovery feed here. It's the news that they would handpick through their algorithms to make sure that whatever you're interested in gets presented to you. Now, what happens there is that because it's of interest to you, the engagement is a lot higher, right? So what are the core differences? Or statistically, what we're seeing here is that SEO search traffic is down at about 34% year on year at the moment with the rise of AI. And then discovered traffic is half of that. So it's not as potent as a decline as SEO, but it is down, but very little. And people prefer it, actually. And then if you look at AI platforms like ChatGPT, we're up about 200%, but the volume of people on ChatGPT is still under 1%, okay? So what is Google Discover? And that's number one on my list of things that I'm going to share with you. So the core difference is Google search is pull. So like I said, you put in a keyword, a key phrase, and you're asking it, and then it gives you the information as an answer. And that's why we have answer engine optimization. Google Discover is another push category. So it's pushing data towards you, and Google decides there's no search bar, there's no query, and no keywords. So where does it live? I just showed it to you. How it decides what to show. Oh, if you are on an Apple phone and not an Android phone, it should be on your Google app or Chrome. If you have Chrome downloaded, it should be on there, and it will say Google Discover or Google News, right? And how it decides what to show: your browsing history, your location, your YouTube activity. This is really important. Your YouTube activity and past searches and what you follow on YouTube is very much important. And YouTube is the second largest search engine. So it's very, very powerful. So it's important for you to make sure that you're optimized with your content on YouTube. The nice thing about Google Discovery is its visual user interface, right? There's a picture, and then the blurb on what the article is all about. So it's really important to make sure those images are fully optimized, and I'm going to teach you how to do that today. So what's the difference between discover versus search? As a headline, SEO is keyword driven and query match. You can write evergreen content, and that's wonderful, and it works, right? Backlinks and EEAT drive rankings. If you don't know what EEAT is, please go to my website, iffelinternational.com, IFFEL international.com, and we've got plenty of data and write-ups on EEAT there. And then with SEO, you can actually predict data. It's very predictable information that come to your website. And it takes between 3 to 12 months, depending on how well you structure your website, for example, with schema, and then the number of pieces of unique content that you produce, right? But that procedure is now down 34% year on year because of what's happening with AI platforms. So Google Discover it's Google anticipating interest. So it's not based on search intent, it's anticipating interest. There's 0 keywords required. It's timely, it's fresh content. They want you to produce more content. Engagement signals and images drive placement. Volatile spikes driven traffic. So if they see spikes, that they know, like, oh, this is something that there's interest, right? Volatile can appear within days of launch, which is awesome because SEO takes a while. And now some of you are doing digital PR, so make sure you optimize it with Google Publishing. Now, if you don't know how to set up Google Publishing, we can help you with that. What you need to do is message us on our website, iffelinternational.com. Go to our Contact Us box at the bottom or our Contact Us page, and we can send you instructions. It's absolutely free. We're going to give it to you. So the one big question that I wanted to know is what blocks information that goes on Google Discovery. So here are some stages that I'm going to be talking about. Stage 1 and 2, you need to be eligible. So eligibility, Google crawls your content and reads 6 key meta tags. But if you don't have that image optimized, and I think it has to be 1200 pixels by 1200 pixels, I also can send you that for free. Message me. This is when most businesses are silently blocked if they don't have the right image size. So when you're putting up, after you register with Google Publishing.com, then make sure that these stages 1 and 2, which is eligibility, is spot on, right? Stage 3 is classification. Google labels your content as breaking news, right? Trending or evergreen. Freshness is structurally built into the system. Newer content has a built-in advantage. So I know some of you are going like, how much content should I write? So the trick now is for you to be authentic about what it is that you want to be passionate about out there. Stage 4, publisher block check. Before any ranking signal is evaluated, Google checks if you are blocked at the publisher level. So not registered on the publisher standard is going to be a roadblock for you. Again, we can give you that for free, how to do that. Stage 5 to 6, interest matching and click-through rate prediction. Google matches your content to individual users and predicts click probabilities. Again, it's based on interest. So click probabilities, weak images destroy performance even for great content. So they want it to be image-based. So if you go back to my feed here, you can see it's very, very clear that they like those images because it's a draw card to reading the headline even, right? Pictures tell 1,000 words. After they do that, then this stage 7 is the permanent dismissal. If a user dismisses your story, it is stored permanently for that URL. It never resurfaces for that user ever again. So again, they want to favor us as a user of their product on Google, and they don't want to bother us. So that's really important, not to create content that people are going to say, block, I don't want you, and You'll be forever gone from their feed, right? Um, Stage 8 to 9, experiments in real time. 150 server-side experiments run simultaneously. Two identical users may see different feeds. So this is again going back to user enrichment and interface and experience. So Discover is volatile by design. It's not a bug. But it's a feature so that we as the user don't get bored with it. Fix the eligibility first, right? So most businesses spend 100% of budget on ranking while ignoring eligibility. What did I say about eligibility? Get your free download with us. Send us your contact information. I'll give it to you for free, so that you can get onto the Google Publisher Center. You will need to make sure your images are right and no clickbait. So this is not about promotions. This is about teaching people. It's about educational marketing. And we have writers who can help you with that. That's not free, but it's not expensive. We are very good at adapting our work to any professionals out there. So who's winning now with all of this? Publishers with strong visual content, sites registered in a publisher center, brands with named credentialed authors. I'm trying to build mine. So if you can support me here, that would be wonderful. Local news and hyperlocal content, timely commentary on trending events, and consistent topic level publishing, not scattered. So you want to be an expert matter on a subject, right? So if you do criminal law, for example, then what angle of criminal law would you be passionate enough to be an expert in when it comes to this? Like for me, I love connecting people with code. I love AI. I love the fact that commerce and technology go hand in hand together. So I want to teach people, I want to touch people to be less fearful of AI, because I've tinkered in my lab, and I want to teach and I want to empower you to become an entrepreneur, because I think this is a real amazing revolution that we're living in right now. So if I were to look at a 90-day game plan for you, I would say right off the bat, get your free downloads with us so that you can get started with Google Publishing. And if you haven't registered your site with Google Search Console, it's really important you do that. It's almost like the most direct way for you to communicate your website and your sitemap, your content with Google, right? It's a number one search engine still, right? And then make sure you get your YouTube channel set up as well. Now, YouTube is it's a very powerful search engine, and it's doing very, very well. It's mimicked the algorithms of TikTok as well for short videos. So you can actually have long form videos, short form videos. You can do your podcasts on there. People love these kind of live sessions. And I'm practicing for myself right now with you. And I've chosen a time that probably everyone's really busy, but I'm going to do it. I'll try and do a lot more of this. But Google Live gives a chance for other humans to feel confident that there's another human on this side and not another bot, right? So I'm not a bot. There's a lot of AI information out there in the universe. And I think I want to say the statistics shows that it's 90% of content right now is generated with AI. So the trust currency, the trust between the human and content right now has eroded immensely. So do some Google, YouTube lives like I am right now. Practice makes perfect, right? And then stop publishing clickbait headlines. We don't need that for Google Discovery. So a lot of these publishers that have published in Search Engine Land, for example, or CBS News, they are writing in a non-biased way to get their material out. So you want to think of it as more educational, unbiased material that doesn't have a clickbait to it. So clickbait falls under more advertising, right? So you're trying to trap the person to come in and trick them into liking what you're doing. This is more educational. This is more unbiased information. Let's call it thought leadership as well. Pick 1 to 2 topical content pillars that fall into the category of what it is that you do and what it is that you're passionate about, what you're a thought leader in. Don't be an empty vessel. Empty vessels make a lot of noise. And so what you don't want to do is be a noisemaker on here, because it is not going to spike interest, which is what the algorithm for Google Discovery is all about, right? Then start publishing, and practice makes perfect with publishing as well. Use AI. Use AI as your thought partner when you want to write something. And if you need prompts on how to do that, I'm happy to share them with you free of charge. I want to really nurture each and every one of you out there with my knowledge on AI, so that you can connect yourself with code and thrive, and maybe even set yourself up in business if that was your dream. Maybe you're stuck in between jobs and you just don't know what to do next. I'm happy to share my experience, my journey, but more importantly, I grew companies. I am the creator of a proprietary process called SEO to Sales. And with my background in understanding commerce and business setups and business growth, mergers and acquisitions, we are very proud of the fact that we've put together a solution now with AI and Team Human. So Team Human and Team AI, we call it a revenue system, where we grow your business with leads and revenue, but we are able to also shave off costs so that your EBITDA increases. So Google Discovery is a great way to get visibility organically. If you want more information like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the bell as well, and let me see if I've missed anything else. If you have trouble getting to my website, which I don't think you should, you can always email us at admin@iffelinternational.com. So that's admin@iffelinternational.com, and someone will get back to you. So subscribe and hit the bell. Our next YouTube live will be coming up soon, and if you are subscribed to our channel, then you'll get the notifications right away. If you've got any questions, messages.